In the past, there's been a lot of things that have mattered to me that have gotten in the way of things that I've wanted to do and the person who I've wanted to be. I never came from a bad family, and I always had parents who loved me, and unlike most of my friends, my parents are both still together. And nothing terrible really ever happened to me, but I still didn't really know what mattered most to me, what I wanted to do, or what I really cared about. I've learned to put God first, let Him be the guide of my life, and let Him be what matters most to me. And He's changed my life in so many ways and made things better than I could ever imagine. What matters to you? My name is Jackie Whitaker, and this is my story. So I guess it all started when I was about 3 years old, and I killed my first person after I had been on a huge meth trip for about 2 days straight. And then I went to jail for about the first half of my life, except none of that really ever happened. I never grew up having a bad life or terrible things happening to me. My parents both loved me, and I had a good childhood, and I even went to church starting when I was younger and went to Awana. I got into middle school, and I guess that's where it really began, where I just wanted to start fitting in, and I just wanted friends and wanted people to like me. That became my main goal. Basically, all that started mattering was that I fit in, and I would do pretty much anything, say things to people that would help me fit in with a group of friends that I could. It wasn't really even finding myself anymore. I was just fitting into a group. Going into freshman year, everyone broke up into our own little groups, and I had a few close friends. After a while, I decided that I would just kind of drift away from my friends and try to be something different and try and find myself in a different way. And I found a new friend, and one night I decided I would go drinking with her, and it would be a new way to fit in. And after that night, everything just kind of fell apart, and even after I'd been stupid and dropped my friends from before, they still decided to take me back, and they still wanted me, and they still loved me, and started going to church again, started getting more focused on God. But I never really gave my life completely over to God, and I never really gave Him all of me. And so sophomore year came around, and everything seemed to be okay, but there was still something missing in my life, and something that I still wanted, and I just didn't know where to look for it or where to find it. So I started dating this guy, and I even brought him to church with me, and things seemed to be going all right. But pretty soon, he and I became the only people that would hang out, and I would only hang out with him. I kind of put my other friends to the side, and they became less important to me. Then the night came that everything just kind of ended, and I remember just going over to my youth leader's house, and I was crying not because I had broken up with a boy. I had put so many other things in front of having a relationship with God, having God be real to me, that I just kind of stopped relying on Him as much as I should have, and He seemed to matter less and less, and the things that I had put so much thought into and the things that I had wanted so much didn't really matter anymore, and that I just really needed to start focusing on God and what I needed to do, because that's what was really gonna make my life change. And I realized that I matter to God, and that everything I do and everything I say and everything I think and my entire life matters to God, and that even though I've screwed up and even though I've done stupid stuff, and that when Jesus came and He died on the cross, that He came to give us life. He came to let us know that God cares about us, that we matter to God. What matters to you?